If you thought the timing of the ending of the last episode was slightly weird, because it was at the half an hour mark, which is normal, but I have made some efforts in this playthrough not to end in the middle of a mission, usually, unless I can avoid it. Sometimes they're just really poorly timed and too long, and there's no clean break or whatever. But, food was ready, or food was arriving, and I was like, yes, dinner time. And funnily enough, it's Japanese food, huh? Is salmon teriyaki with gyoza, and it is my favorite thing, or one of my favorite things at least. Salmon teriyaki with gyoza is like a top 10 order. Pineapple barbecue chicken pizza, which is a controversial choice. Definitely goes up there.
巴には他に何を余さず教えた長尾家を去った言われさえも伝えてやったぞ温泉に浸かるため身を引いたのだとななれど弟子は取ったしばらく後にな何故です弓を置くことはわしにとって死と同義まだ死ぬつもりはない指南役を捨てたことに後悔は弓の腕を鍛えるそろそろだ用心しろ
Mastery of a bow is mastery of oneself. Or I don't even see them, so I'm just gonna go. Come on, buddy. Show me your best fake out. God, their fake outs just don't look like fake outs. Like, if those are supposed to be fake outs, they have failed out. Haha. Hey, everyone. Fuck that guy and that guy and that guy. So if I interpreted that correctly, we're basically scouting out, like, where would we go if we wanted to attack a town like this? And now we're hunting down those locations in anticipation of the idea that there's people there.
巴は島民としての誇りまで捨てたのか猛虎があやつに約束したのは権力富地位ここでは得られぬものだ己の出自を疎んじておったということか優しさは身を滅ぼす優しさは強みです武士にとっても誰の教えだ
Who told you that? How dare you? No. There are games where conversations seem perfectly paced for the duration of the trip it takes to get to the place. This does not seem to be one of those games. Oh! Ow. Ow. Where's my weapon? There we go. That was weird. I was like, where's my weapon? Help me. Whoop! Oh! Owie, 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 owie. There's another one? Get out of here. Ooh, that's a lot of innocents down. I guess we were right where we predicted where to go.
巴はいかにして弟子に父親の粗末な夢だけ持って道場に現れ帰ろうとしなくてな追い返そうとはしたじゃだが次から次へと的に矢を当てようってまったく度肝を抜かされたわ鍛えていたのでしょう構えは不覚悟あれでは戦に向かぬだが矢を外すことをためらわぬ度胸だけはあった天賦の才か殺しの才
A killer. There's the implication that she was someone... Are they gonna discover me? Yeah, there's not really cover around here. Not cover that counts for stealth. Ah, there was some over there. Oh, nope, didn't quite make it. Ow. Alright, let's go fuck him up. That's curious. The idea that she had an incredible accuracy but had no training. So she probably practiced a lot. And she probably had been actually killing people, and that's why she was so accurate and so lethal. But she wasn't good at fighting, which means that she was good at killing people that weren't fighting her. Because she was likely an assassin. Like, she could land blows, but she couldn't actually fight. If you land all your attacks, you don't have to fight. Not if you go first. Let's get the idea that her form is wrong for moment-to-moment fighting, but she has the accuracy to pull off some crazy shit. Oh, hello. Nope. If only I wish I could do plunging attacks. Ow. Trying to adjust my camera. Ow.
Ishikawa はいるか。己、何をだ。ああ、ことづてがある。申せ。石川、日吉の民はすべて命を乞うことになる。長尾博則に撃たれた者の。黙れ。
Ha! His kill is synced up with the cutscene. Good touch.
長尾博則。賊に殺されたはずでは。昔の話だ。優れた弓取りだったと聞きます。弟子だったのですか。いや、すべて巴のデタラメだ。すべてではないでしょう。疑心暗鬼にさせるための策だ。日吉を守れるのはわしら二人しかおらんからな。ならば信じましょう。村の守りを練らねばならん。手はずが整ったら道場に来い。
You've lied to me before, and you probably are lying to me again. And you'll probably will lie to me again. Unfortunately, being a liar doesn't, or fortunately, generally, a liar doesn't necessarily equate to being your enemy. Because he may even be the cause for all of this. But whether he's the cause for all of this, or he's responsible in some way, and he's lying to us, and so on, it won't necessarily matter. Because she's still planning on going in and massacring a town full of people. So she's in the wrong either way. It's actually a lot like the first story of The Witcher. It's the first episode of the television show, and I think it was also the first storyline in the books too. Because the first chapters are a collection of short stories. The first couple books. And I think the first short story is similar to what this might be, which is a situation where there's a character who may be in the right when it comes to like their past and like that they were mistreated or whatever, but they're still planning on doing something that has to be stopped. So you end up with a character that you're like totally stuck with the idea of having to stop, but then you just get to feel bad about it afterwards. Because taking their side is still like indefensible. I didn't like the show. But that episode was at least before I started getting overwhelmed by all the cracks showing. Sakai. Teokure なぜ日吉に固執するのでしょう。あれはわしの故郷。滅ぼすことで力を示したいのだ。恥を知らぬな。なれど地の利は我らに。軍勢だろうが退けられましょう。または村を猛虎にくれてやる。巴は勝利に酔いしれ、用心を忘れる。
その隙を叩く。
村を犠牲にするとおっしゃるのですか。
その価値はあるであろう。
それでは巴と同じです。
確かにな。巴は北から来る。そちらに注力しよう。
これより高台に行き矢を置き。
酒井、聞こえたか。一夜一冊。
Here they come. Ah, damn it. Oh. Fuck. There's something about my reaction where... Oh, fuck this. Archers. Alright, that needs to be dealt with. Ow. There we go. There's something about my reaction where, like, I think it's the animation where, like, part of me reacts.
あやつめ、やはり打ち手を放ってきよったか。
我らを狙うにしては数が少ない。
あるいは時を稼いでおるのか。
日吉の湯が襲われている。
There's part of me that sees the attack animation and thinks that, like, it's going to take longer to complete.
行くぞ。
It might be the fact that, like, the sword itself isn't pointing at me when it hits me. It's pointing like 90 degrees to the side. And that makes sense because you hit with the side of the blade and everything. But something about the animation comes across as being, like, really not quite there yet when it hits me. Which isn't a criticism of the animation, I'm just noticing, like, the way the swings come in. It always tricks me, and it constantly hits me before I think it's going to hit me. Because I'm like, ah, fuck, I need to deflect way sooner than that. Are those drums?
わしが死んだら、お主が巴を殺してくれ。
猛虎を倒すことが先決です。
あやつの望みは権力と領地だけではない。武士の誇りまで傷つけておる。
巴の処罰は先生の務め。私の使命ではありません。
お主まで死ねば、わしの技はついえてしまう。
先生の技は私が守ります。巴はどこを狙う？
村の裏手の滝の近く。あそこは手薄だ。
猛虎より先につけば備えもできましょうが、果たして。
難しいであろうな。
He sucks. He was gonna sacrifice his people
お主ら、ここへ。
just to get her.
いかがなさいました？
猛虎が日吉に向かっておる。
皆を宿に集めて隠れておれ。敵はわしらが。
はい、そのように。
ここは見晴らしが良い。挟み撃ちの心配もなさそうだ。
At this point, we're stuck in a conflict where both sides are pretty wrong, and I just want to defend. At the end of the day, I'm just defending this town from the Mongols, and this rivalry between these two people just is not what I'm here for. And they're both full of shit.
何もないか。
ありものを使うまで。蜂の巣か。
足止めになるな。
草むらに猛虎を誘い込むか。
火の矢は持っておるか。
樽で痛手を与えられるやも。
火の矢を持て。わしらまで燃やすでないぞ。
Flaming arrows. Shot by the half bow.
ならば下がっていてください。
備えろ。猛虎が来るぞ。
Oh boy.
奴らです。
So you need flaming arrows in order to ignite.
降りてくるぞ。殺せ。
一夜一冊で参る。
One arrow, one death. Yeah, that made me nervous. We met those peasants by that flaming spot, and I'm like, excuse me? Concern? That's 1 arrow, 2 or 3 deaths. But bam.
まずまずの敵だ。
造作もない。
抜からないよ。街道から来るぞ。
お任せを。
No. Reaction speed too bad. Ha! They hit their own guy. The fools. Yeah. Serpentine. 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 Did I miss? I think I missed. Oop, that was wasteful. I meant to use normal arrow. Oh, fuck, I thought I had one drawn. Fuck. Where the fuck are those coming from? There's one. Fuck! Where is that one coming? Oh, there's a... They're wearing white in a white field. It's brutal. Oh, I think, did both of the things I was aiming at die? I couldn't find them after that point. Hi. Ow. Okay. Fuck. Whoop. Done with you. Who else is there? Is that everyone? I can't see anyone else. You shooting bows at him? Alright, come on. Oh, shit. There you go.
ひとまずは。
来よったな。
あれが巴。
あやつめ長尾の旗を
捕らえましょう。
今からでは間に合わぬわ。
腰抜けめ。
いや、バカにしておるのだ。巴の前の弟子が長尾博則だと知っておるのだろう。
弟子ではないと聞きました。どちらです？
かつてのわしは若く傲慢で無情だった。博則はその姿を真似て兵を率いて謀反を起こした。敗れたものの長尾家の精鋭を道連れにしよった。
賊と戦った末死んだのではないのですね。
それは長尾家を守るための作り話。師としての責を問われ、わしは全ての信頼を失った。情けとして指南役のみ降ろされてな。ああ、休日を失わずに済んだと己を慰めたが、見てみろ。こんなものに何の価値がある。
巴にも聞かせたのですか？
わしが再び弓を教える意味を知ってほしかった。 結局あやつにも裏切られたがな。
広則の罪も償えず、巴の心も変えられず。しかし日吉の民を救ったのは確かです。
新たな弟子と共にな。
金田の木に来てくだされ。
ああ、無論だ。だが巴の後も追う。必ず捕らえねば。
承知しました。
He seems to have a big history of being a poor judge of character. Just student after student in bloody rebellion. You definitely gotta wonder about your legacy at some point, yeah, when you're somebody who trains people to kill. And I guess you're always expecting people to die. But if they keep killing the wrong side, then at some point, have you done more bad for your side than good? You can't seem to stop training traitors.
今は猛虎に囚われておいでだ。
ご心配なく。辛抱強いお方ですから。戦の技量に優れ、さらに和歌まで。酒井様も和歌を？
そのような暇はないな。
戦の時こそ読まなくては。一首読めば心は落ち着き、邪念も振り払えるはずです。
心の平穏か。
さようです。ちょうど良い場所が火事場近くの崖の上にあります。そういった場所を見つけましたら、ぜひとも対馬の美しさを歌になさってください。
戦火を免れたかようなところが他にもあるだろうか。
鳥を探すのです。導いてくれるでしょう。
It trips me out so hard how time of day can just change during one cutscene, essentially. That guy just kind of warped into existence right next to us, didn't he? Hello, sir. How you doing? He said he's with us. And I don't see his face around here anymore. I guess that's all you need to recruit him for going after the castle. There's still more to do. Headband of Serenity. It's like right next to me. It's like down here? Okay. So I guess that means that even though Tomoe was right up top on that hill, we might not get a chance to hunt her until we're done with Castle Kanade.
竹さやぎ路地を不死度とせん夜にえぶすな神の固めとぞなす。翁の申した通り心が静まり強くなったようだ。また読んでみよう。
I've done it before. You were there. It is kind of neat that they have a bunch of characters set up everywhere to kind of introduce mechanics. And kind of like introduce them like by just kind of calling out like, hey, this is a thing that could happen in the right context or whatever. Slightly weirder when said mechanics are introduced in very different ways where like, let's go there. It's slightly weird when I find them all on my own, just kind of wandering around, and then I talk to someone. It's like, oh, I heard a rumor that like you could do this or that one day, maybe. Wow, and then I get like, wow, maybe I'll try that. And it's like I've done that 4 times, dude. Yeah, I know about the foxes. As silly as it is being explained things I already know, it is preferable. Like, I do prefer the fact that I keep finding them on my own. This is kind of a cool little moment of discovery to it. Like, oh, there's fox dens. Oh, it leads me to a place. Oh, it gives me a charm slot. Kind of finding that out all on the fly instead of learning it from any other place. It's kind of neat. So we've got a pretty long haul to get down to the southern point where a lot of our objectives currently are. But that's a good time for me to get rid of some question marks, basically. Clear things out. Oh, bigger. Bigger fall than I thought. I'm so sorry, horsey. But not sorry enough to be more careful, because that would be time-consuming. And I've got places to be, so... It's just a good thing you're not a real horse. So, take solace in that. I say, talking to you like you can understand me. But you can't, because you're a horse. Psych, you can't because you're not real. That's the important part, you fools. He's not a horse. He's not an anything. Surprise. Man, I just blew someone's mind. Someone was like, what? I thought video games were real. More like I set off a pedantic person that's like, what? Nobody thinks video games are real. I don't accept jokes as a concept, so I have to explain why you're wrong. But now people are going to say both of those things, but as joke comments, because then you just quote the thing that the person said the say in the video. So now there's that guy. There's infinite layers to this. It just keeps going. Fear it. Foxy. What? Where are you going? Ooh. Things have a pretty close following speed in these games. You have to be like right up on them or they stop like you gave up. Which leads to a specific... There's a lot of moments where I'm like bumping into people because I have to like be physically touching them to make them keep walking, or they'll keep stopping, thinking that I'm not going to come with them. But foxes are a really extreme case because I'm often galloping after them on a horse, and I'm just like terrified I'm going to run them over, even though that's surely not a mechanic. But like the threat feels so real. Like I really wish that you led by slightly more feet. Just be a good 10 feet ahead, please. The following distance you have with horses is terrifying. Fox? Yeah, he just vanishes. Sometimes. But not always. And you never know which one it'll be. Let's see if I can just tear all the way across the landscape to that town. But also try to investigate anything I discover, but I can't set them as waypoints right now because we actually don't have any things to go after yet. But I'll try to notice if something stands out. We're about to draw a line across the map. Bummer. It's just out chopping wood. What's the point of killing villagers? Half the time. Like, presumably, usually when you conquer places like this, isn't it so that you can get their people and subjugate that country as part of your empire for power? Is the land so incredibly bountiful and important that just taking the land amongst a swath of blood is worth it? I think it's usually you want to wipe out the leadership, right? And then replace it with your own. And those people have to work for you and be subjugated to your country. Otherwise, like, you're not really gaining power, you're just losing soldiers so that you can then just have a place that's wiped out and be like, haha, they're dead, fuck them. But like not actually gain power and influence. Maybe there's just an acceptable ratio of villagers that you wipe out. The lightning's back. Sorry guys, I'm not feeling this whole fighting thing right now. God, 1.1 kilometers. It's a bit of a hustle. I guess they didn't follow me. Oh, haven't made any discoveries yet. Ooh. There's bound to be at least a couple of reasons for me to come up here. There's some cairns. What's up, guys? Just here to pillage. Don't worry though, I'm not the Mongols. My pillaging is like good. But when they do it, it's bad. There, glad we set that straight. I am the good guy. There is not much in here. Just a little linen, which is the thing that's very common. But hey, it's my primary source of income, so I'm not going to complain. I'll take that. Sell it for 15 a pop. That fire's probably not a good thing. That sure seems like it's the town I'm headed for. So, this is bound to have a happy ending.